Hi guys, welcome to this video. This video just gives a short introduction to a series of videos which I'm going to be making and uploading to this YouTube channel. The general aims of the videos that I'm going to be making are to help mathematics learners, particularly GCSE and A-level mathematics learners, to develop their problem-solving skills. With these videos, I hope to give some insight into how the problem-solving process works in practice, and hopefully to provoke some interesting questions and some deeper thinking about the concepts and ideas that are typically involved in the problem solving process. So first of all, I just want to clarify what I mean by a problem. To me, a problem is something that doesn't have a set or methodical kind of solution to it. It could be contrasted with a question like, what are the solutions to the quadratic equation x squared plus 2x minus 3 equals 0? So anybody that's done GCSE Maths or A-level Maths will have been taught at some point how to solve a quadratic equation, either by factorization or using the quadratic formula. But either way, it's a fairly routine thing. You don't really need to think about it too much. You don't really even need to understand too much what you're doing. You just need to know that if you follow these steps, you get the answer. That's not what I mean by a problem. A problem is something that requires a much more thorough understanding of the basic techniques and skills, such as solving a quadratic equation or finding the equation of a straight line or solving simultaneous equations. But problem solving requires ingenuity, it requires creativity and originality to figure out how these basic techniques that you've learned through your textbooks in the classroom can be put together in new and interesting and often unexpected ways to find a solution to this problem. So I'll give an example of a problem. So the book that I'm going to refer to here is Challenging Problems in Algebra. And if I open it up, okay, here's one. So chapter 8, question 12. Is there an integer n such that n cubed equals 9k plus 2, where k is an integer? And then there's a follow-up challenge problem, which is there an integer n such that n cubed equals 9k plus 8? So I've not attempted this problem. I don't know whether the solution to this problem is going to be straightforward, whether it's going to be difficult. What I do know is that there is no set methodical way to solve this problem. It's not a type of problem, it's just a problem. And to solve this problem, you're going to have to think creatively. You're going to have to be quite inventive in your use of the various techniques and skills that you already know. But to me, a good problem is one which can be solved in a number of different ways. And you can really have some fun and you can learn a lot through exploring the ideas, through finding and discovering the different possible solutions. To me, this is what I mean by a problem and problem solving. Why do I want to focus on problem solving? Well, first and foremost, problem solving it's a fundamental skill for doing mathematics. So I'm talking about doing mathematics from the perspective of a mathematician, solving problems that are genuinely interesting to a mathematician. And in my experience as a private maths tutor, dealing mostly with GCSE higher and A-level maths and further maths, I often find that textbooks and typical classroom teaching approaches often overlook, or at least don't nearly place enough emphasis on problem solving. So open a typical GCSE Maths textbook, and yeah, you'll find how to solve simultaneous equations. You'll find how to calculate probabilities and things like this. But there's not much emphasis. There's some problem solving is covered somewhat in these textbooks, but there's not enough emphasis placed on it. And what distinguishes, in my experience, the really kind of top grade students at GCSE and A level from lower grade students is problem solving skills. Those who hit the top grades have good problem solving skills usually. And also through these videos, I want to try to contribute something different, something kind of original if possible, rather than just repeating what's already available in other videos. So of course I could, if I really wanted to, just make a whole series of videos covering every single topic at GCSE, A-level maths and A-level further maths, upload them to my channel, and basically my channel would just be a clone of about 1,000, 10,000, 100,000 other channels that already exist that do that. Generally speaking, if I'm making a video, I will usually make a video if I feel like I've got something reasonably original to contribute. Rather than just contributing to the noise, I want to do something a little bit different. So who are these videos for? Mostly GCSE and A-level maths and further maths students. That's where my experience is. They're the kinds of students who I come into regular contact with through my private tuition. So the kinds of issues that they have with their maths studies are the kinds of issues that I most understand, that I understand the best. So these videos are probably most directed towards those students. Having said that, anybody who's got some basic ability in mathematics, comparable up to maybe GCSE higher, and who's interested in more challenging and interesting problems in mathematics may derive some benefit from these videos. Also, those who are prepared to think more deeply about the ideas, techniques, and skills involved that they're learning about, and who want to develop a deeper understanding of mathematics may also derive some benefit from these videos. If you're looking for a quick fix, maybe if you've got an exam next week or in a couple of weeks or something like that, and you want a quick fix to get you through your exam, these videos are not going to be of much use to you. Developing problem solving skills, it's a long-term thing. It's something that happens over a period of time. And to me, problem solving is a skill in itself. It does depend on the basic techniques. So you do need to know how to factorize quadratics. You do need to know how to use laws of indices and things like this to effectively solve problems. But problem solving itself it's a skill in itself that is developing as well as these basic techniques. Just because you know the basic techniques and you can use them in isolation, this doesn't automatically translate into good problem solving skills. So these videos are going to be emphasizing the messiness of the problem solving process. So these videos are going to work as follows. So there's going to be maybe two types of videos. One where I kind of go through general advice regarding problem solving skills. So where I'm going to be doing what I'm doing now, sitting in front of the camera and just kind of talking for a while. In other videos, what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose what I consider to be an interesting problem in mathematics. And this may be taken from a past paper, it may be taken from a textbook, not necessarily GCSE or A-level textbook. So one book that I've already shown is this one, Challenging Problems in Algebra. There's some good problems in there that I might choose from time to time. And I will find a solution to that problem. And it's going to be my solution. It's not going to be a solution that I've just taken from the back of the book or from the mark scheme or something like that. If at all possible, I will avoid looking at model solutions so that I come up with my something that is genuinely my own solution. And then what I'll do is I'll make a video presenting my solution and also trying to articulate the process by which I obtained my solution to that problem. And this is going to be a warts and all kind of explanation. So it's not going to be straight to the point. I'm going to be showing when I first encountered the problem, what kind of things drew my attention, which bits of information was I most drawn to, what kind of ideas was I having, can I explain what motivated those ideas? I'm going to be showing the false starts that I might have had, the ideas that I've tried that have taken me in the wrong direction. Why have they taken me in the wrong direction? What did I do? If I've had to backtrack, how far do I backtrack? All these kinds of things. This is deliberate because I want to really show the messiness of the problem-solving process. I don't want to give the impression with these videos that problem-solving is something that's nice and straightforward, that you always get the solution to a problem first time every time. That rarely happens. If it's a good problem, it's something that you have to spend some time thinking about, really think carefully, and you might have to make several attempts before you actually get a final solution. So this is what I want to kind of capture in these videos. So just some final points before I wrap this video up. These videos I make because I want to make them. I will make them how I want them to be. The videos will be as long as I want them to be, or as short as I want them to be. If I want to go off on a tangent somewhere, no pun intended, then I will do. If I want to ramble a bit in the videos, then I will do. The videos are going to be largely unscripted. I might have a basic script written out for me, but they're going to be largely unscripted, largely unedited. If I want to take a sip of coffee halfway through the video, then I will do. And I also might not explain everything in complete detail in a given video. So I might mention something about finding about using the chain rule in differentiation, for example. And I might not fully explain what the chain rule is or how to use it. I might do, I might not do. If I don't, then feel free to contact me for some clarification. This is done deliberately, that I don't necessarily explain everything in full detail, because it encourages potentially some interaction between me and you, my audience, but also it might encourage you to go off and do your own independent research. One good way to learn mathematics effectively is to use a range of resources. So if I don't explain something terribly well in a video, maybe I'll have another video where I explain it better, or maybe there's another video that somebody else has done that explains it in more detail. Whatever. It doesn't make any difference to me. But these kind of things are deliberate. I don't want these videos to be too refined. I don't want them to give a misleading impression about what the problem-solving process involves. So that being said, I'm going to wrap up this video, and over the next couple of days, of the coming weeks, coming months, I'll be uploading videos for this series of videos. So ciao for now.